So what is lean is? So lean is a methodology and tools for transforming processes to deliver customer value faster, improve workflow, and eliminate waste. Now, when I say eliminate, these three words are very, very important. Which are the one? Like this: value, flow, and waste. Now, what is value? The value, the definition of value is for which customer is ready to pay you. Okay, this is first definition. Second definition is it is done right first time. And third definition is there is some input. The input is transformed to output. It has you have added some, you have changed the form, you have changed the fit, or you have added some function. So now what is input is? Input is all your resources which are using. So your resources are used for adding value from the customer perspective. Okay. So that value, like if you are tightening a bolt, that is what the last thread which when you're tightening, that is adding value. Okay. The customer is not paying for any other thing. Customer is not paying for inventory, or customer is not paying for unnecessary transportation, or your person is waiting for those bolts. He's not paying for that. Okay. So that is what value is. Second thing is the flow. Flow means what? Flow means your processes should be smooth, without any rocks or without any bottlenecks, without any stoppages or without any waiting time. Okay. So it should flow. Flow means it is like when you talk of stream. Stream is what it is. It is not stopping, right? It is when the picture comes when we talk of stream, water stream. It is free flowing. So your process also should flow. Now in organization, what is flowing? The material is flowing, correct? The information is flowing. Now where that material is stopped, that we need to find out. So value, flow, and the waste. Now waste is what? Waste, everyone is aware of what is waste. Now in manufacturing, this waste is visible, but in services it is not invisible. Now when it comes to lean terminologies, the waste is invisible. They have found Taichi Ono, who was the MD of the company at that time for more than 30 years. So he has invented different types of waste, which we call it as our part of our process. But he saw that waste. The lean waste is something which is, in lean terminology or in Toyota terminology, is something which is not seen. The biggest waste is something which is not seen. Now, what are those wastages? I think most of you are aware of this team. I don't want to waste time on that 7 waste, because we have to move towards value stream mapping as such, as a tool. But yes, but before that, this background should, this foundation should be, everyone should be on the same level. That's what I'm putting more thrust on these philosophies. So when I talk of improvements, this breakthrough improvement will happen. First is basically what lean practitioners say is, for any improvement, there has to be some kind of standard. Without standards, there will not be any improvement. Okay, so everyone now, all this, like in healthcare, we have JCI. In oil and gas, there are certain ISOs which are there, and for 9001, 14,000, there are 12,000 management system standards. What they have done is they have helped us in doing some kind of standardization. So this wave of ISO came in 80s, 80 and early 90s. Before that, people were not following any standard as such. No standard framework was there. So ISO filled that gap, and people got some improvement. Now, when we have, say, ISO, what is happening with ISO is there will be some internal audit, and there will be some guy who will give you NCR, okay, and you will ask for corrective action. So you're not following certain standard, okay, he will give you NCR, and you will again do a corrective action, and you will start following that standard. Is this improvement? Hello? Do you think this is improvement?
No, it's a reactive action of correction.
It's like it's a reaction, correct? But it's not improving anything. You are just following the standard, and you are maintaining that standard. But this is required for any improvement. This is required. The second is like this is called as continuous improvement. which is every day, everyone, everywhere. There is improvement. This is the definition of Masaka Imai. Everyone is involved in improvement, not just management or not just supervisors or not just senior management. People are also involved into improvement. That is what Kaizen is. Every day, everyone, everywhere. And through that, there will be some improvement. But this word continuous was not like people were not like quality practitioners. They were not comfortable with this continuous improvement. But why they are not comfortable? Because there is a chance that continuous improvement again will go down. If it is person oriented, like Mr. Raja is doing some improvement now, but he has left that organization and he has joined some other organization. So whatever improvements he has done, if those are on just remain on the personal level, so things will again start falling down. Now, what is continual improvement is that's why that people started looking for another word for continuous improvement. Then they came up with this word continual improvement. What is continual improvement is you improve something, there is some variation. Okay, you work on that variation issue or problem, and you will stabilize this. That we call it as a SDCA cycle.
Which one?
This is PDCA, Plan to Check Act. Okay,
PDCA.
which is like now everyone knows this PDCA, right? Dr. Deming has given this Plan to Check Act. Deming Bill. It is also called a Deming Bill. So you improve something, and then you need to standardize it. That is called as SDCA cycle. Okay. Study that again. Do check and act. So you standardize something, and then again take it this as a benchmark, and then again look at improvement. Okay, and again you sustain it again. So these will be like SDCA cycles, which will be PDCA, SDCA cycle. So this way, we will have some kind of continual improvement. So you are not allowing that improvement to go back. Okay. What a difference between continuous and continuous? Hello.
Rather, as you say, like continuous improvement might be a people oriented.
Right.
Continual is probably
this is a group improvement.
Maybe a
small groups. We call it quality circle or Kaizen events or Kaizen blitz. So through those small group activities, this kind of thing can happen. This is called a continual improvement. And the breakthrough improvement will happen when your top management.
Excuse me, Mr. Santosh.
Yes.
Don't you think it should be corrective action, then continual improvement, then after that continuous improvement?
Continuous is individual. Continuous means like I am doing improvement and I have not sustained it. I have not standardized it, but I am doing improvement in my own ways. In my own area, in my particular process. That is what is that word continuous was. Kaizen, every day, everyone, everywhere. Now it's like a PDCA, but again, it's on an individual level.
Probably we can say continuous improvement is a function of continual improvement, isn't it, sir?
Yeah. So this is basically where through Kaizen events or through group activities, this can happen. Okay. And for this is, I see it as individual improvement. This is some kind of, you need groups. You need some, teamwork or some kind of collaborative effort in getting these improvements. The individual, it will be very difficult, to have this kind of continual improvement unless that culture of continuous improvement is there in the organization.
Usually, the improvement in continual improvement, what I feel is after an improvement as after PDCA, there will be an SDCA, which will be that wedge to stay back will be maintained by the daily management.
Correct. That's what it is. That's what I said. That's a group activity. Correct. So this is basically it's a lean.
So system comes in place.
This is where system. Now once that improvement happens, it goes through this standard.
Yeah.
You got my point. So you need to standardize it. Otherwise, again, the things will go back to its place. So all the three are required. Yes. Once you improve something, you need to standardize. You need to make a standard. Again, that standard need to be challenged. Okay. for any improvement. It is not that once you have created a standard, now it is for lifetime. No. Okay. Anything can be improved. Any process can be improved. Everything can be improved. You know, that's a mindset of a continuous improvement practitioner. Okay. So this continual improvement or continuous improvement need to be standardized. So this part is again standardized. You know. You got a point? Okay. And breakthrough improvements are big projects, you know, all to improve the flow. Now, when I talk of management, you know, management level Kaizen, when I speak of Kaizen, you know, the flow related Kaizens should be done by the top management. Flow of material, flow of information, you know, all these big breakthrough improvements, it's a management job. Okay. Small, you know, at the operator level or at a managerial level, they need to continuously improve and sustain or standardize. They need to follow the standards. Okay. And that standards also need to be challenged. Okay. So this continual improvement thing is and continuous improvement and following the standard is a job of supervisors and the middle managers or maybe the shop floor guys. Okay. Now